Welcome back on the program. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has ordered the immediate deployment of police tactical assets to the recent attacks in killings in Bokos local government area of Plateau State. Now, according to the police, these resources are deployed to conduct special operations in areas as well as surrounding communities to restore peace and order, as well as bring perpetrators to justice. Now, joining us for this conversation is a retired Bishop, Anglican Communion Just Diocese, Most Reverend Benjamin Kwashi. Thanks so much for joining us from the Plateau. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. My condolences to the people and government of Plateau State. But why is there no end to the killings in the state? Who are the sponsors?
I wish I knew. It's a very good question. And that is the main question that has proven to be elusive since 2001 on the plateau. And if we are looking for solutions, that is the question that must be answered. You would probably remember or have read the February report of the crisis in 1994. For 2 days of crisis, only about 3 or so people died because a lot of the fightings or whatever was the cause, people fought, and it was knives and sticks and so on. But from 2001, the dynamics changed. It became solidly weaponized. By the time of Dogonahawa, in a space of less than 48 hours, the estimate number of the dead was over 500. The village was wiped out. Villages were wiped out. And consequently, by the time it got to Riom, Gashish, and Mangu, and Bokos, and Southern Plateau, we're counting in hundreds of deaths, which shows clearly that there is a use of weapons. There is a use of very, very sophisticated tactical operations that targets people usually in their sleep. And the style of the murder itself leaves a lot to be desired. Because in most cases, they will shoot guns in the middle of the night, in the air, and people will rush out in panic, and they will be slaughtered. I mean, the pictures are gory. So if you look at how it has progressed and the way in which it has come to be now, with some villages all wiped out and renamed, and new settlers settled in, that tells you that there are some sponsors.
It's quite pathetic that we're experiencing this on the plateau. I know Jos very well, from Bukuru to Riom to Dilimi to Nasarawa. The home of peace and tourism has become a place where residents cannot sleep with their 2 eyes closed. What is the way out? Is spiritual solution the way out at this time, talking from your point of view as a reverend?
It is. There is no doubt that there is a need for a spiritual solution. But can we focus on the practical solution? At the time of President Obasanjo 2001 crisis, I said what I'm now going to say. I said that if justice is not provided by government and the law is weakened, then there's nothing spirituality can do. Even Habakkuk in the Bible said very clearly that the first casualty of any nation is the weakness of the law, which is what happened to them at that time. And it's the same thing that happens to any nation. Once the law is weakened, just forget about building a family or a nation or even spirituality.